Next on Worcester News Tonight, the man police say burned a car in Hope Cemetery faces a judge hidden behind a door. Plus, the Shrewsbury Truck Company is providing 2,500 meals to those in need this holiday season. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Botari. More than 2,500 fresh meals will be provided to those in need throughout Worcester County this week. The donation by the Tri-State Truck Center of Shrewsbury and its co-sponsors is part of its annual Holland for Hunger event. The event began 5 years ago when the Truck Center decided instead of giving holiday gifts to its customers, it would instead give meals to those in need. Each year, the business says it increases its reach. This year, they'll drop off bags filled with meals to 6 local organizations.
It's such a big deal because we get to actually go out into the community and physically give back. It's easy to write a check. It's more empowering and impactful to really go out and deliver these meals to people who actually need it and able to see our money go into the community and give back.
Over the past 5 years, they've been able to provide more than 10,000 meals to local organizations. The man police say burned a car at Worcester's Hope Cemetery faces a judge today. A woman's body was found in the trunk of the vehicle. According to prosecutors, the two had met the night before and were seen together on surveillance video. Our Rosalind Flaherty has the latest on the investigation.
56-year-old Stephen Foley hides behind a door in Worcester District Court Wednesday. The level 3 sex offender is charged with burning a car in Hope Cemetery last week. A woman's body was found in the trunk.
Multiple people identified the defendant as being with the victim on December 11th.
According to the state Sex Offender Registry Board, Foley was convicted of child rape in 1982 and 1986. The Worcester District Attorney's Office identifies the victim in the fire as 59-year-old Cynthia Webb of Sterling. Prosecutors say Foley met Webb at a nightclub the night before the incident.
He had spent the afternoon at that club, and he had been with the victim towards the end of business that day for approximately 35 minutes.
They say the victim worked outside the city as a dancer. The owner of Mario's Showplace in Webster declined to comment. Prosecutors say the two left the club and met at another location in Worcester.
The defendant is seen getting out of his vehicle, getting in the victim's vehicle in the driver's seat, and driving away. Shortly down that street, they have a further surveillance that shows that they pull into a gas station, and the defendant then gets out, pumps gas, goes in and pays, where he's seen on video.
Prosecutors say the following morning, the vehicle was seen heading towards Hope Cemetery and was found a short time later on fire. According to court documents, Foley was picked up by a cab down the street minutes after police responded to the scene.
The phone used to call that cab was an individual named Stephen Foley.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A popular Northborough bar is closed indefinitely due to safety violations. The town's building inspector, Bob Frederico, says the owners of JJ Sports Bar and Grill failed to make required repairs to meet state building and fire codes. A sign on the business's door reads, "We are closed for further notice. We're working on repairs." The closing of the bar on Route 20 took place Monday, hours before selectmen were set to renew the restaurant's liquor license for next year. Frederico says his top priority is public safety. An energetic crowd of Worcester Public School students filled the Hart Center Wednesday. The students were there to cheer on the Holy Cross women's basketball team, but also learn about making healthy choices. It's all part of the Get Fit with the Crusaders program, started 8 years ago. Teachers say it's a nice chance for the kids to get out of the classroom and learn about exercising and eating healthy.
Once a year, and our students actually have big brothers and big sisters that attend Holy Cross, so they're very excited. They have their gear on. They're just so excited to be out of the classroom. It's right before the holidays, so it's a little break for them. They love cheering on different sports teams, and it's just an exciting time.
The Crusaders played Dartmouth and lost in overtime, but only by 2 points. The final score was 76-74. Tonight, the new president of Becker College is weighing in on her role so far. Dr. Nancy Crimmen is the first female president at Becker College. And as our Brittany Schaefer explains, she has a lot she wants to accomplish. Dr. Nancy Crimmen is making history at Becker College.
Charlotte Becker was technically the first president of Becker Junior College. I guess I am the first female president in Becker College's history.
Crimmins first came to Becker College 5 years ago as the Vice President of Student Affairs. After serving for a few months as interim president, Crimmins was officially sworn in this past October.
It was a really exciting process, and it's been just a great experience here at Becker from day one. It truly is a remarkable place with really just a caring faculty and staff and a really unique student body.
When asked about how she feels about being the first female president at Becker College, Crimmins says she hasn't thought of her new role in that perspective.
It doesn't matter who we are on campus. We are all focused on the same thing, and that's to help our students succeed and be successful. So, you know, I'm not really necessarily concentrating on the first female president. Several people have asked me about it, and I think my answer is rather disappointing to them.
Along with a new building and new graduate program, Crimmins says there are many things she's looking to accomplish as president.
We're looking at our vision and our mission statement because it's time for a little refresh on both of those to make sure that we're current with what our plan is. I'm really excited to see what our deans do in the spring and into the next semester in terms of curriculum and looking at new programs. We have our next master's degree starting in the fall of 2018, a Master's of Fine Arts in Interactive Game Design.
Crimmins says it's the students who have made her so passionate about Becker College.
Such a unique group of students and so committed to what they're studying that, yeah, it's really a great environment.
That was our Brittany Schaefer reporting. Worcester Public Schools Superintendent Maureen Benenda playing double duty as she fills in for North High School's principal. According to the superintendent's chief of staff, North High School principal Lisa Dyer is on medical leave, and Benenda will serve as the school's principal until she's back. It's unclear why the principal is out, but the district says it's too late in the year to find a replacement. Benenda was a principal at South High Community School before becoming superintendent last year. Today, Massachusetts Governor Charlie Baker swearing in new state Senator Dean Tran of Fitchburg. Tran recently won a special Senate election for the seat in the Worcester and Middlesex district. Tran previously served on the Fitchburg City Council. The 42-year-old will be the 7th Republican member of the state Senate. Tran is also the first Vietnamese American to be elected to the state legislature. Tomorrow, Pope Francis will attend the funeral of Cardinal Bernard Law at the Vatican. Reaction continues to pour in following Law's death. The former Archbishop of Boston resigned in response to the Catholic Church's clergy sex abuse scandal. John Maroney has the latest on Law's death.
The Cathedral of the Holy Cross. Cardinal Law said Mass at this South End church hundreds of times during his 18 years in Boston. Parishioners here have mixed feelings about his death.
We are all sinners, and of course he's not a saint. None of us are a saint. We are due to do wrong.
Law came to Boston in 1984 from Missouri. He quickly became a popular figure in Massachusetts and nationally, taking on political figures for their pro-abortion positions. But the clergy sex abuse scandal exploded in 2002, and he resigned in disgrace, leaving much of his flock in the archdiocese angry and bewildered.
Well, there was some damage. There's no question about that.
Protests became a regular occurrence outside the cathedral, even after Law relocated to Rome. Some blame him and the fallout from the clergy sex scandal for turning people away from the church. A number of parishioners at this morning's Mass declined to talk about the cardinal, still uncomfortable with the issue. Others were asked what they would say to the victims of abuse on the occasion of Law's passing.
I will ask them to please pardon the wrong and pray for his soul.
John Maroney for Worcester News Tonight.
Some victims of the clergy abuse scandal speaking out today in response to Cardinal Law's death. Monica Madeja has that part of the story.
Two survivors who say they are victims of sexual assault at the hands of clergy members spoke today here in Boston alongside their attorney, Mitch Garabedian. Garabedian, a Boston attorney who represents a number of people who say they were sexually abused by priests, said Law's death has reopened old wounds. He says he's been contacted by victims who say they feel cheated by Cardinal Bernard Law's death. Alexa McPherson is one of the survivors who spoke today. She says she was a victim of sex abuse for years as a small child. She says Cardinal Law's death does nothing for her to heal.
How do you do that? How do you go forward with your life and look in the mirror and say what you did was the best thing for victims when you did nothing? You covered it up. You made us disappear.
Respectfully, society has not lost the great protector of innocent children with the passing of Bernard Cardinal Law. Bernard Cardinal Law enabled pedophile priests to sexually abuse children, ruin their lives, ruin their family lives, their relatives' lives, and their friends' lives.
And both the survivors and Garabedian calling out to the Vatican to specifically do more to prevent something like this from happening ever again.